So Will Smith returns to the big screen in yet another action movie. Shit, I'm in. Hey, what's up guys? Happy Tuesday morning. It's Jakeem the Nerdy Python coming at you with yet another trailer reaction. So we got Gemini Man trailer #1 starring Will Smith, and I don't really know anything about this. All I know is that supposedly it's going to be, it's like a sci-fi film, supposedly about him versus a younger version of himself, so hell, why not? And also it's going to be starring Mary Elizabeth Winstead, and if you don't know who she is, you know, she's got quite an extensive track record herself. She's been in films like Sky High, Final Destination 3, and also starred as Ramona Flowers in Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. So I guess I'm pretty familiar with her, and to be honest, everything I've ever seen her in, she was pretty likable, and I ain't gonna lie to you, man, she pretty fucking hot too, so, you know, there's that. When it comes to Will Smith, the guy's definitely up there on my top 5 favorite actors of all time. It's funny because, you know, back around the time when the first couple of Latin trailers came out, me and, you know, a couple of friends of mine at the barbershop, we were talking, and, you know, they didn't really seem to like Will Smith too much, and, you know, their argument was that, you know, he plays the same cool, badass character in every single movie he's in, but I mean, you know, even if that is the case, I mean, you can't really hate on that because that's just sort of, you know, that's his legacy. That's who he is. He's just a badass. So his acting ability, I think, is definitely up there, and he's definitely a legend in Hollywood, if you ask me. Just his ability to star in all these different action type roles, from, you know, films like the first Men in Black series to, you know, I, Robot, to his you know, more comedy / drama type films like Hitch and The Pursuit of Happiness. I just think it's amazing and really speaks for itself. But like I said, it's been a while since he started his own action movie on the big screen, so it's really good to see him return, and especially with his role as Genie coming up in Aladdin, so it really does look like he's making a comeback. So without further ado guys, let's go ahead and get into this trailer.
Tell me something. Why is it so hard for you to kill this man?
He knew every move of mine before I made it.
Oh wow.
I have him right there to take the shot. And he'd be gone like a ghost.
Wow. You look super young right there.
Who is he?
Oh shit.
I think I know why he's as good as you. He is you.
25 years ago, they made you from me. You chose me because there's never been anybody like me. We have to end this right now. You have all of the gifts without his hand. You made a person out of another person. Then you sent me to kill me. You made a choice to do this to me. This thing that you are struggling with is fear. Embrace it and then overcome it. All the people in the world to come after me, why would he send you?
Alright, so okay, that was a little bit anticlimactic. Wasn't as much action in it as I expected, but I guess it is a pretty cool ass concept. I was actually scrolling down the comments, and they were making jokes about Bad Boys Will Smith versus Suicide Squad Will Smith, and that shit was pretty hilarious, and I kind of see the comparison that they were making here. But yeah, man, the de-aging technology in this film, just like the way they did with Sam Jackson and Clark Gregg and Captain Marvel, it's just really amazing. It really blows me the fuck away. And he actually looks the same age he was back in the Fresh Prince days. So that's pretty fucking cool. Mary Elizabeth Winstead looks good in this trailer. We didn't really get a lot of her either. But so it seems like the younger version of himself is actually the main star of this film, while the older one is sort of like the main antagonist, which I find very surprising, given at the fact that the younger one is supposedly cloned from him 25 years prior to these events. Now, I just think that's also pretty interesting. And honestly, guys, I have to check this thing out one more time.
All the people in the world to come after me. Why would he send you?
Alright, so I definitely got a better understanding of this thing. It doesn't really seem to be a matter of good versus bad, because they're both essentially just these two agents who just happen to be clones of each other. And there seems to be a lot of drama and emotion on that aspect of it, which I think is going to add a lot of depth to this film. Also, I knew that Benedict Wong from the MCU was going to be in this thing, and I finally did catch that glimpse of him on the part where Will's talking to Mary Elizabeth Winstead's character. And I just think it's really interesting that they got two actors with the same first name and starring the same movie together, which I guess was just some coincidence. But alright guys, we got Will Smith himself, Mary Elizabeth Winstead, and Benedict Wong starring in an action sci-fi film about two clones of the same person facing off against each other. Not really, too much revealed in this trailer, so it's not really a lot for me to take from it, but it's definitely caught my interest and under my radar. And also, how am I going to completely ignore the fact that Avengers Endgame is literally 2 days away? I'm super stoked and excited about this, guys. I'll be seeing it Thursday at Universal City Walk. It's just going to be like the culmination of the first 10 years of the MCU wrapping up. So make sure you stay tuned for my spoilers-free review coming up sometime this weekend. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. If you did, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. If you're new to the channel, make sure you tap that bell for notifications. There's also links to my social media posted down in the description below. And as always, Nerdy Python is out of here.